I'm over here. Man, this is
It's going to trip you out.
Wednesdays with Wilson is brought to you by Happiness and Joy. Today is Wednesday, February 12th. Jackson's not here, so this might be the greatest show we ever have. And now, here's Hannah and Coach Wilson.
You know what? It's going to be a morning.
Hey, welcome back to Wednesdays with Wilson. I'm Coach Wilson.
I'm Hannah Johnston.
Hey, this is really throwing me off of my whew. Okay.
That one's going to be a single shot, and that one's both of us over
Yeah, I know. I'm just you're in my spot. It's uncomfortable, but as you can see, we're missing a massive void.
Yeah, it's weird.
No, it's not. It's actually wonderful.
I tried
Where
calling him.
Is okay.
I tried calling him like 4 times.
Oh, well, Jackson, wherever you are, we hope you're doing all right. Great. Or just you're okay.
All right.
Hey, thanks for joining us this week. If you're listening on Spotify, on Apple Music, on Amazon Music, or if you're watching on YouTube, you can see our faces as we prepare for court warming week here at Fort Osage High School.
And hopefully not that many snow days.
Yes. So now you're a senior that's not pro snow day because you realize that you're going to have to pay the price for snow days.
They sent out the email last night
Yes.
about what days it is. And so if we have a first snow day, I can't come to that day.
Oh.
Because it's the 14th and it's a half day. I'm scheduled to work an opening shift.
Oh. That's right. I'm running the board. That means there's some sound effects. They're probably not any good or where they're supposed to be, but well, whatever.
You know what? They're working.
Yeah.
It works.
Jackson never figured out how to actually use them. So I was curious about that, of how many students that work, that would be a major problem.
Me.
Okay.
Me.
Well.
My boss asked me what day I'm off because
Yeah.
it's Valentine's Day. And
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm off the...
I imagine Scooters is a massive... Wait a second. Do you still work at Scooters, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a massive Valentine's Day place for people to go.
Sadly.
What special Scooters things do you have?
We have a strawberry sweetheart drink.
Okay.
Strawberry and mocha.
That does not sound appeasing to me at all, but
I don't like
understand
mocha.
it. That's just basically like a chocolate-covered strawberry for those of you listening at home. And that's apparently the thing for Valentine's Day
I
is
guess.
chocolate-covered strawberries.
Not my thing, but you guys do you.
I asked my wife on Sunday, it's like, we doing anything for Valentine's Day? She goes, you have a game. I said, yeah, but what about the day after Valentine's Day? No, it's over. Okay.
Okay,
And in 19 years of being the head coach or 20 years of being the coach here, I think we've had a game on Valentine's Day probably 15 times.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So
Why?
it just always falls on that. It's kind of odd, but it always falls on that way. Again,
Maybe you should get her flowers before your game.
maybe.
That'd be a
Maybe
cute thing.
Babe, if you get some flowers. Sorry. It was Hannah's idea. She doesn't like flowers.
Really?
She likes them sometimes, but doesn't like them sometimes because they die.
Okay, that's fair. I can't keep flowers alive.
You know what she really likes? I'm really getting into conversation hearts. She likes the little things.
Oh, those little...
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are cute.
Yeah.
Interesting.
See, I feel like I'm going to have to go Cinder, but then I can't talk to you. Because then I feel like I'm just getting my ear side, and that's my worst ear.
Why is that your worst ear?
I'm just kidding. My ears,
okay.
I think they're fine.
I was about to say, do you have a favorite
My
ear?
crooked nose is that way. So, do I have a favorite ear?
Yeah.
No.
Interesting.
Do you?
Well, this one. I lay on this side of my head.
Does that make it your favorite?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the most comfortable.
Oh, so that makes it your favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does actually.
So if you show up every day, then you're my favorite producer.
Yes.
Okay.
That works too. Because Jackson, I don't know where he is. He was here yesterday.
Yeah. Was there any correspondence?
We talked about Wednesdays with Wilson. We even talked about what guest we were gonna have.
Who was that?
We didn't get that far.
Oh.
We talked about it.
Okay, we had the communication. Okay.
Yeah, we talked
then
about having the podcast this morning.
Should we FaceTime him?
I can try. He didn't answer my other calls.
Maybe he was just waiting for that FaceTime. Maybe he's on. Wait a second. Maybe it's Jackson on the streets. Was it supposed to be Jackson on the streets and we missed it today?
Imagine that was what's actually going on.
He's just sitting outside with a microphone, waiting for us to go live to him, and he doesn't know that we can't do that.
Yeah, we can't. Not unless he...
I thought we could. I thought we'd
Bluetooth.
figured out a way to do that.
Yeah. Like a live caller-in situation.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've set that up yet.
No, probably
You think
not.
so? I think we could try at least. I don't think he's going to answer me.
I hope he's okay.
I don't know.
Wait, don't put it on me. He's definitely not going to
I
answer.
spelled his name wrong on it. I said Jaxosin. That's his contact name, and I'm not changing it.
Jaxosn. Yeah, that's wrong.
SON.
SON. What? Oh, because he has no S.
No.
Yeah.
He didn't answer, by the
Yeah.
way.
So Jax Navarro, you know who he plays basketball?
Yeah.
Like Jax.
Yeah.
But the amount of people that, like, when I tell them how to say his name, they're like Jac. They spell that like Jack, like Jax. Like, those belong to Jax. Like, and I'm like, no, it's Jax. It's pretty simple.
It's the most simple spelling.
But they're like,
Don't-
is there a way you're going to pronounce? I'm talking like announcers at games. They're like, okay, and they'll write it down like Jacks, and I'm like, but I mean, it's pretty. It's
simple.
yeah.
I feel like our team has some pretty simple names to
Yeah.
pronounce.
We apparently pin them on.
Every single game it's said wrong.
Yeah,
Every game.
Pinnaman.
It's great.
We've had some ones that are quite fun.
Oh.
So a few years ago, we had a foreign exchange student named Matthias, but it was spelled Mathais. So it looks like Matthias,
It does.
but it was Matthias. And even when you tell them what it was, they would not. We had a kid that same year. His name was Hogmo, Haugmo.
Okay, that one's kind of easy.
Haugmo.
Oh.
They'd add a little emphasis on the U. Yeah.
I feel like we're adding letters.
Yeah. So with you, though, would they pronounce the T or they go Hannah Johnson?
They don't pronounce the T at the end of my name.
Johnston.
Yeah.
It's Johnston, not Johnson.
It is.
Yes.
And then some people just don't understand. Like, at my work, it was hilarious. The first time I met a couple of them, they didn't understand how to say Hannah without the H on the end. It doesn't change the way you pronounce it.
Hannah.
Yeah. And I don't have an H on the end of my name anyways.
You don't?
No, it's Hanna.
2 N's and no H.
2 A's, 2 N's, 1 H.
Johnston.
Yeah, it's weird.
You know what name I really struggle with being a teacher because
Oh,
it
gosh.
changes every time? Diana, Deanna. Like, it
You
looks
had
the
a
exact.
Deanna?
Yes, but they all look the same. So right now I have a Diane who spells her name exactly like a girl last year that her name was Diana, and then that's the one I'm just scared to pronounce.
Really?
I sit there and go, which one is it? Because you call a Diana or a Deanna Diane, and they're like, who's that? That's not my name. They get offended by that, but it's spelled the same.
I want to be in class on the first day when you have names like that.
Because those are the worst names. Like, some of the hard names I can get. I can get those immediately.
Well, you've been teaching
But-
forever.
I know. Thank you. But, like, some of the ones I'm just like, okay, how do we say this now? And the different ways. I want to say weird because that's just different ways people spell names now. But they're the common name.
But they're
pretty fun.
spelled weirdly.
Yeah.
I'm going to say weirdly.
I think I've seen, you don't, no, because people, maybe they
Fine,
have a grandpa
differently.
that had their middle name like that. Like, my actual given name is Joshua.
Uh-huh.
So one time I saw a kid spelled Joshua, but it was a Y-A. Joshua. That's what I thought it was, but it was wa. Like, things like that are okay. I'm not going to get mad at you for wanting to be creative. Johnston.
Technically, it's their parents wanting to be creative.
Yeah, but then you can't hate on the kid. Would you
That's
change
fair.
your name?
No.
No, you'd go
I've
with
thought
Hannah
about
forever?
it. Yeah.
Jackson should change his name.
To what? What does he look like other than a Jackson? I think
Guillermo?
we're going Italian.
Was that Italian
Guillermo.
or Spanish? No, he's not a good Guillermo.
Definitely sounds Italian.
Let's see. What's a good name for Mr. Parsons?
Chance. It fits.
See,
but
that's the
like,
funny thing. Like, you start thinking about it, like, no, there's no. Especially when you're a little older, you're like, no, that's his name. That fits. But then if you saw somebody else that was named Chance, you'd be like,
we do have a Chance here.
yeah. Is there a similarity?
No.
Oh,
He comes to class every couple weeks just to
okay.
make sure to show his face.
oh.
Yeah.
This is the sound you should make when he walks in today.
It's always surprising when he walks in.
I have some students like that.
Yeah, last semester it was once a semester. We've upgraded to once every couple weeks.
There we go. That's not bad. Yeah, Mr. Parsons needs a little air horn, needs a little stuff like that. I have to cough. Excuse me.
We have a button.
We have a drop button?
No, we have like an actual button you can press.
Not on here. You're talking about out in the classroom.
Yeah.
When you have to cough or when somebody is here coming for the first time?
We just have a button.
I don't know
Jackson brought in a button one day.
And you just hit it?
Yeah, and
What's
it
it-
makes the most annoying sound,
Oh.
and it is the slightest thing trigger it. You can set it down on a desk and it'll go off.
Okay, so it's an actual. It's not like a.
Yeah, it's like a
What
red
I
button,
wish is
but it's purple.
a trapdoor button.
In your classroom?
Yeah,
I feel like right outside your classroom.
that'd be a good
great.
spot, but not anywhere in like a, piranha trap or something like that, like into a pillow area where they could be. But just see them and just go boop every time you and Jackson came by and disrupted class.
Rude. We come by when you're in a good mood.
But you would
usually.
know, and so you would step over, and Jackson wouldn't.
Jackson would just go down. Actually, we should do it.
I think
I would have so much fun with that.
First of all, I don't think we can because if you
Why?
if you were to make a trap door in my hallway there, I think the entire building would crumble.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think we have a stable building.
During passing period, I'd like you to come to visit my classroom, please,
Why?
because I would just like you to come visit my
Okay,
classroom.
I will.
Okay.
I will say.
And we'll see what you say about this next week.
That makes me scared.
Celsius has a new flavor, Galaxy Vibe. What does that mean?
Sparkling watermelon and strawberry?
Yeah, but why is it called Galaxy Vibe?
I don't know. It looks pretty, so I bought it.
Oh, okay.
I'll be
Again,
honest.
marketing. Great job.
I look at how pretty drinks are and buy them like that.
Hey, okay.
We
Is it
have-
clear though?
No.
If you were to dump it out, would it be clear? It's colored?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like yellow. It's like yellow.
Did you watch Super Bowl?
No, I fell asleep.
Okay.
10 minutes in, I fell asleep.
Okay. Did Mr. Parsons do anything with commercials and stuff like that? Does he do any kind of exercise with?
I don't think so. I think in the intro class, he talked about like a what if scenario with a halftime performance, but that was it.
Okay. My neighbor, Miss McIntyre, who's been on the show, she has a marketing class, and
She's
so
your
they were
neighbor?
talking about all of my neighbor in school, not my neighbor in real life.
I thought you meant real life. I was like, oh my
no.
God, what a
No, I
coincidence.
don't think anyone wants to be my neighbor and then also work with me. That would be
I'd be a lot of Wilson
yes.
all the time.
Yes, my wife. Multiple times we've had a counseling job open here, and I said we could work together. No,
Oh.
I'm really talking about my wife a lot today. No, she's like, no, I couldn't be in the same building as you.
I would love it if she was here. We could have her as we could have her as a guest on the podcast.
Oh yeah, she'd love that.
I think she
loves
would.
the podcast. She loves all podcasts, especially murder ones, and that's why I think one day I might die by her hand.
That's okay.
But I don't have any money, so it's not like one of those.
So not like a beneficiary kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's, I think it'd be great if we had her on the podcast.
Oh, she'd be phenomenal. If we could figure this out, we could have a distance podcast and have her call in.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how to do it though.
No one does. I think it's all just Mr. Parsons believing. I mean, I see a Bluetooth thing here, but
Yeah. I'm guessing we just turn it on and hope for the best and try to connect a phone.
yeah, we're not doing that.
Okay, sad. Scooters is having a spring launch for drinks,
So they're changing the menu.
like our specialty items. Yeah,
What's the specialty items going to
we're
be?
gonna have a Lucky Charms one
Oh God.
with like the marshmallows and then like toasted marshmallow syrup and vanilla syrup.
Okay.
There's gonna be a leprechaun one that has like green mint syrup, which
Oh, our old friend of the show, Dylan Doherty, former.
He posts
would
every
love
day.
it. Is he already getting? Has the Shamrock Shake already came out? It has already came out. It's not March yet.
he has posted about it for like a month. I feel like.
Dylan, I'm going to need some commentary from you about the Shamrock Shakes. Dylan, for those of you that weren't a part of us last year,
yeah,
was
let's say.
one of our student producers and loves more than anything Ireland.
Yeah.
And then more than Ireland, he loves McDonald's Shamrock Shakes.
Well, I don't know if it's more than the Titanic. Have you seen his Titanic collection?
Yeah, I know he loved.
Oh,
No, and we're
it's
not talking about the
worse.
actual ship. We're talking about the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad.
No,
now.
I made fun of it one day, and then they were like, "No, that's legit, like a massive collection of things." So
Oh, he's gotten worse. He's like getting stuff delivered about the Titanic movie. Wow. It's like bad.
I think I've told my awkward Titanic movie story where in the theater watching it for the first time with a date, and it's a good movie, but it's long. You know the end. You know what's going to happen. The love
Yeah.
story's great, sure, but like the ship starts sinking, and I'm like, oh man, how is there an hour and a half left in this movie when the ship starts sinking? Right?
Yeah.
And then, the people are all jumping off and they're like thinking they're saved. But then the ship cracks in half and lands on all the people, and I laughed out loud. Like, because I was just like, I was like, come on. Like, and then happens, like, oh. And she was like, what are you laughing at? I was like, it's just cracking. So.
You laughed at the Titanic killing people?
I just laughed. It was a humorous movie. That I wasn't actually the actual Titanic and me laughing at it.
It's okay. I've seen it maybe once in my whole life.
Sorry, Dylan.
I've never seen The Notebook.
Okay, that's okay.
Have you?
No. It's probably too sad for me. It's
Never
happy sad
watched
though,
it.
so I don't want to.
You don't want to watch it?
No, I've seen parts of it, but not really watch it. The only other movie that I think I would never watch, like when hearing about it, was it called About a Dog, where like it's from a dog's perspective? I can't watch those. Like the dog, and the dog eventually was going to die.
Yeah.
Like not watching that.
I watched that one dog movie where like the dog gets reincarnated into other dogs.
Not watching that.
I cried.
I can't do the dogs.
Dog movies are sad.
Yes, because dogs are awesome.
And they always die at the end.
You know who used to hate dogs but now loves dogs?
Who?
The librarian here at school.
Doesn't she have a dog?
She now has a dog, and she would give me a very, very hard time about owning a dog and my dog being awesome, and she was a cat person. I think she still is a cat person, but then she got a dog, and now
The dog's so cute though.
yeah, Olive, great friend of the show. Yeah,
Olive.
but like now she's obsessed with the dog, and it's funny that when she guys gives me crap about it, I'm like, How many
Now
toys?
who has a dog?
Yeah. Well, not that everybody should have a dog, but the obsession with dogs, like, if you love dogs, you love dogs.
She has a routine with her dog.
I know.
It's great. That's why she can't be on the podcast.
Yeah. Our dog has a routine with us, so we're trained.
Oh, my dog does too, yeah.
Yeah, my
We
wife
are
gives me a hard time
trained.
about that. She's like, she has you trained. Yeah. My mom's dog, who they were just visiting, has my mom trained. And he's a tiny little thing, but when he's time to go out, he'll just sit there and look at you and ruff, ruff, like, and sit there and you, like talking to you, having a full-on conversation, like, I'm ready to go out, please.
Yeah?
It doesn't matter what you're doing. So I think my dog picked up on it a little bit. So.
Oh, no, my dog is 15 years old.
Oh.
And he has everyone in our house trained.
That's good.
It's something.
I wish we could train Mr. Parsons. That would be fun.
What would you train him to do?
I don't know. Something fun.
Something random?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Hmm.
I think it would be bringing donuts.
Could we do a whole Pavlov thing with him?
Give him a treat whenever he does something.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, like,
All of a sudden he just
but
expects
do it as a positive response for everyone else in your first hour. Something happened. I just wanted to bring donuts today.
Yeah, it's weird.
Change his
Really had the
ringtone to
urge.
hear that. And so every time he hears some ringtone or something, he thinks of donuts. And then you guys text him in the morning. He's like, oh, man, I wish I had some donuts. And he gets donuts and brings them to you. Oh, we got it down.
That would
all
be
right.
great.
Hey, that's
Pavlov
Pavlov.
effect.
Hey, who says we didn't pay attention in psychology?
I've never taken psychology.
Never mind. I paid attention
Okay.
in psychology. How do you know about Pavlov then?
TV shows.
What else we got to talk about today?
I don't know. I've run out of things. Okay, wait. I'll think about this.
Well, let's see. What do you think? Do you think we'll be at school on Wednesday? Because
Yes.
You think we'll be at school tomorrow, or Wednesday, or today? I don't know how
Today.
we dress it when we're on the podcast. I really don't.
It's been
we'll
something.
bleep that one out. Make it seem like I'm cursing.
You think I know how to do that?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna go with it.
What if I think Jackson will actually show up to school today?
I think you will.
Okay, so he can still do all this. We need a cardboard cutout of Jackson. Or, like,
We need
some
one
way
of
to
Hicks.
digitally impose him. We do need one of Coach Hicks.
We've asked her so many times to be on the podcast, and she
Yeah.
said yes so many times
I need
this
to
year.
I need to find one. I'm gonna create we're gonna create one for
We're
Coach
gonna
Hicks.
create
I
one?
just put her.
Just in the background.
Yes. That would be great.
Can we please? I'm actually like so invested in this now. How
Yeah.
do you create a cardboard cutout?
Well, we got to have a big printer, which we do. But then we got to have the cardboard, and you got to trace it and then cut it out. That's the hard part. We'll leave that to you.
I'm artistic. I could do that.
Yeah, there you go. I think you can do that.
We have a giant printer.
yes
What do we use to print it?
stuff.
That's
Do you not see those
weird.
posters all around the school
Of what?
of everything? Like, go to the breezeway today, and you'll see all the Queen candidates and
Oh
King.
yeah, I did see that.
That's on our big printer.
Interesting. So
This
it
is like
prints in color.
Yes. How are you?
How long have we had this printer?
For a long time. It used to be up here in this room.
Oh.
Yes. Or
Where-
maybe in that room.
Where
But
is
yes,
it
was up
now?
here. I'm not going to tell you that.
Oh,
It's in
sad.
an undisclosed location. You know,
I don't
have
know
you
where.
heard of Area 51?
I
and
have the aliens.
Aliens. Yeah, it's Area 53.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's hidden away.
I want to go to Area 51.
Why?
I want to know if there's actually aliens.
Okay. They're not going to let you in. It's not like you would knock on the door and be like, hey, Hannah Johnston here with Wednesdays with Wilson. Maybe that's where Jackson is. He's trying to,
Trying to get into the Area 51.
yeah. There's, yeah, I don't think they're going to let you in. But if you got there and you saw how it was locked down and there's no way that, like, would that make you feel like there is something hidden there? Or if they walk in
Yes.
and it wasn't protected and it was just literally a guard post, but it wasn't fenced in and stuff like that, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, we're not taking visitors right now, would that make you less believe it?
It would make me think that they're not actually hiding aliens in there.
Okay.
That they're just like, it's some military stuff in there.
Okay.
But if it's very much guarded, and like
Like,
how
soon
it
as
is
you-
portrayed on like movies,
Yeah. As soon as you pull up, they're pulling their gun and like, you
Uh-huh.
cannot come any further.
I would think there's aliens in there, and no one could prove me different
Okay.
unless I saw inside Area 51.
I don't think you're going to get to do that.
I think maybe one day.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Are you going into the military?
No,
Are you going to be like a director of Central Intelligence?
no.
I don't think you're ever going to know. Do you want to know?
I really want to know.
But I'm serious. Would you want to know?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I would. I would want to know.
That there are thousands of aliens walking through the earth and you don't know
Mm-hmm.
any of them and you would want to know.
Except I'm really bad at keeping like secrets.
Oh yeah,
secrets.
they were like, "Oh, we're going to tell you, Hannah. You can't tell anybody else."
No, I'm telling
And
everybody.
then you'd be thrown in jail and we'd never see you again.
Yep, basically.
Whatever happened to a 25-year class reunion? Whatever happened to Hannah Johnson? I don't know.
Yeah.
In some 5 foot by 5 foot room for the rest of your life.
With like white walls.
Yeah. And
Ooh.
your fingernails grown out to like 10 feet long. And
I
you're-
think I would go crazy.
Yeah.
Mentally insane, actually.
Speaking of mentally insane, Jackson, thoughts? Okay, good job, buddy. Another one.
The most quiet I've ever heard him be.
Yeah. Well, that's about all we got time for today.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, that's just with two of us. That was pretty good.
You know, most random topics.
Yeah. Well, that's what people want to know. They don't want they want a random talk. They want to hear two people just talk about stuff.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think it was a good podcast.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us this week. We'll see you next week, and maybe Jackson will be here, and maybe Hannah will have some answers about Area 51.
And maybe we'll have a guest.
These are all big questions.